How did you decide the amount to raise? Like, how did you come up with 1.6 million?
Let's say if I'm doing a seed round, and again, a lot of these are hypotheses. Today I'm raising certain amount of money. The next round is going to be, let's say, a Series A in the process, right? When you think about that, for a Series A for a B2B SaaS company, generally it happens at a certain revenue milestones, right? Of course, there will be exceptions, and to be able to get to that revenue milestone, you need to have enough of a runway in this round. So let's say if that milestone was a million, right? I need to be able to have enough runway in this round to be able to hit that 1 million milestone, and of course bit more runway, because right, even after I hit that, I will start the conversation. It will take some time to kind of close that Series A round per se. Again, you do a bottom up planning that, okay, I will need this many people, I'll need to spend this much amount of money to be able to get this amount of leads, this amount of customers, so on and so forth, right? So there is a detailed planning involved to figure out how much is that runway to get to that milestone. Now what you do is that you find the first anchor investor who is going to be putting in anywhere between 25 to 50% of this sum, right? And then you find the remaining investors, right, who is going to kind of plug that gap. Now, this is all bottoms up exercise. In the end, what could happen is that you could fall short, or you could have more than what you needed, right? Then there are, certain percentages dilution that are kind of understood in the industry and what you are comfortable with at a seed round, right? For example, I don't want to be diluting, let's say, more than 20 to 30% at a seed level. That's how you kind of do the math around what should be the round size, how much do you want to dilute, what should be the valuation, because there is technically, otherwise there is no foundation data that you have, right? Like there is almost like no revenue, and there are a lot of like benchmarks available to you for you to kind of work around.
15 to 25% is quite a lot, right? For a seed level.
You don't have anything else at this point in time, right? And you still need at least about to be able to get to the milestone of $1 million. It's a long journey, right? Because you're still building a lot of it. It's not that every month you're gonna have customers right, coming in, right? Because it takes a lot of investment in the beginning time. 20-25% you diluted, this time you're left with 75. Another you get into the Series A, you dilute another 20%, so that takes it down to about 60% for you. Another Series B, you get down to another about 20% dilution, that takes you to about 48%, right? So there are like some benchmarks, whether that 48% at a Series B level is a good enough or not, right? And then you go with it.